boy.
man.
For those of you that didn't make it to the get together yesterday, you missed a really, really good time. And
Yes.
an absolutely jam-packed van full of toys. And there was a ton of other donations. And man, I tell you what, I'll give a shout out. Christopher Kitchens, what a hugely generous man that is.
Blowed my mind.
Yeah, just amazing. A variety of things, all of it brand new. Michael Price, huge shout out to him. Aaron Walthrop, Kyle Dillard, you two guys right there. My daughter, my wife, Melody, Nancy. These boys didn't do a thing.
Beat you up.
I couldn't even get him to carry stuff to the truck. It was pretty pathetic, actually. But oh well, you know how that goes.
Don't forget Jared. Don't forget Jared and Timothy also.
Jared, yes, yep.
Jared Humphreys, Timothy's wife Tiffany, his daughter Mara, and granddaughter Brandy. Had a fantastic time with
that baby made my day. Having raised 4 baby girls, and none of them were babies anymore. It was neat to sit there and play waves with a baby girl again. That made my day. So that was fantastic, and she was adorable, happy little baby. So
yes, it was.
And it was great meeting Timothy's new wife. So that worked out fantastic. His generosity towards me personally is mind-boggling, if you ask me. So yeah, there's a good word for you. Word of the day: astounding. Right?
It was utterly astounding.
Utterly astounding. Exactly.
You bothered me with another utterly joke. I didn't like that. I'm trying to eat, and you bother me with that. I didn't like that.
You're the one that said you like cows, and I just told you they were utterly awesome.
Ay.
I have to say, Emmeett, that little speech you just gave was pretty moving.
Moving.
Jeez.
Don't go to battle with old guys.
Off the rails already. It's 7:05. It's on fire and out of control. Nice. Where's the eyeball? Where's the eyeball, dude?
He still got his Halloween costume. I can't get him to take it off. He loves it.
He just can't see himself taking it off. Or?
That's gonna be his new outfit from here on. I reckon.
He's one eye.
The black eye. That's his alias.
The black eye.
He's one eye with the force right now.
So yeah, I'm sure I guess we got some pictures. We can talk about. We could do toy drive, Christmas drive stuff now, or after, whatever you want. Give everybody a chance to get logged in here and show up if they're gonna. Whatever you guys want to do.
Comments, please.
You guys do a lot of hunting yesterday too? Or you?
Just a little, not much.
No, honestly, no. We hit target for buy 2 get 1 free board games Friday night before that sale expired Saturday morning. And I have to be honest with you, that pretty well took care of the budget for this month because there were some really cool games that my wife just absolutely had to have. And when it comes to charity and stuff, that they're awesome. Spend away, right? I mean. It all comes out, as my grandfather used to say, all comes out in the wash. So that's never ever a bad investment.
No, never.
But no hunting for me. I bought some stuff online last week that I shouldn't have that we can talk about.
I went to Sasquatch before we got there and took some stuff I was trying to unload and get rid of, make some more room, and done a little trading with him. Picked up some, like I said, one of the things I was excited about getting was this. This was one of the things that I needed. Of course, it's in there. I had to take it out and put it together yet, but it's all in there complete. The box is in great shape and still got. I love it when they still have the stickers on them, the original stickers.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of part of the nostalgia to me, and a lot of people don't like it. They like, man, they had to put the sticker on it. I'm like, that. I love that. I love having the sticker on it.
Yeah, it's awesome too.
It's got even still got the tape, which is kind of I don't know what the deal is with that all over the back of it, but
Yeah, but you got
black
that's the
points are
thing.
still on there.
What 20 years ago, price tags were a no-no. Now it's actually getting to be nostalgic because you guys remember when you were a little kid, you'd come around the corner into the aisle or whatever, and the ladies there with the big sticker gun just click, smack, click, smack, click, smack. You know, that was awesome. I mean, that was great times. You don't see any of that anymore. Everything's just got a tag on the peg, you know. So,
Hey, Timothy.
He apparently got in some more vintage Joes. Well, actually, it was some everything. It was he had a tote up there behind the counter where I picked up. I got a '93 Viper that I was missing, and got all the accessories with the little, the colorful. He had the red accessories, the spear gun and stuff, and then he also had this Headhunter, and both of them. I mean, they're tight, mint condition. I mean, there's not any paint wear or anything on neither one of them.
Cool.
And he had a bunch of course, all the rest of them I had, but they were really great, and they were priced real cheap too, surprisingly. I mean, I was impressed. I thought, well, so I picked them up. That was the GI Vintage Joe stuff I picked up. Then I picked up a couple of McFarlane.
Yep, McFarlane.
Figure, I get, and you can help me out here with So this is a Wonder Woman. It's just basically designed by Todd McFarlane. She wasn't like actually in a comic or anything.
Yes.
Dave?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. He did
I kind of thought it was neat. And
he did a Batman, a Wonder Woman, and supposedly there's a Superman coming at some point. But I don't
really?
know. Yeah.
I thought it was pretty cool. And I'm gonna tell you, Shane, you was talking about the accessories with the classified.
Mm-hmm.
And I've straightened this out some, but I don't know if you can tell.
Oh wow.
Apparently, whoever's fashioning the weaponry for the McFarlanes is the blacksmith from Whoville. I straightened it a good bit, but man, I pulled it out of there, and it's right out of the pack. And I'm like, good Lord.
Yep. Oh, there he is.
So, but no, I thought that was a pretty cool Wonder Woman, and then I also picked up, and this I really like this Aquaman. I'm not too fond of the dark around his eyes, but I really like the black instead of the green. And
yelling?
What's that?
Yelling.
Is he yelling?
Yeah, he's yelling.
Yeah, Flashpoint was a very dark storyline.
Yeah, and he come with the torso for Cyborg.
Yep.
And then after we left you guys, we stopped at the Target in Trustful for a bathroom break, and I found the Wonder Woman that had the head.
Nice.
And it was on sale.
Yes. Yep. Nice.
Every toy that I've bought for the last 2 weeks, I have not paid retail for any of them. I've used coupons or got them on sale somehow or another.
Yep.
Right.
But yeah, I thought that was a pretty cool Wonder Woman too. So I guess there's a Flash and then some kind of weird black suit Superman dude.
Yeah, it's Project Superman, which is a little scrawny Superman, and the Flash. I got to tell you, the Flash in that is an absolute must-have figure. Period, because it's Barry Allen with the mask down.
Okay.
That's a very nice figure. It's a great Flash figure, and it looks like the Flash. It's not a variant of any kind, or it's just a really nice Flash figure. So
I don't know if I ever saw it. I think I might have saw it one time. Now the Project Superman, I saw the Target in Oxford had several of those at one time.
He didn't sell well, but the Flash went fast.
But I don't know where they went. They're gone now. They're not there anymore.
I don't know. They pulled them and probably on their way to Ollie's or whatever.
I hope they show up. Because like I said, poor old. I mean, I got Cyborg. He's just.
Yeah, but you did yours backwards because I've been buying that way from the beginning, and I was stuck with a Cyborg for 4 or 5 months with no head. Just no head. Then the Wonder Woman showed up last week, and it was finally. And did you notice on the package it shows like neck guards?
Yeah,
that don't exist.
Apparently these come off, but they come with the Aquaman. But on the back of the package, it showed they come with a head.
Yep,
I noticed it. But
so that Wonder Woman comes with the head. That's it.
Yeah, they undo from the back, but it looks like they're glued in the front.
Yeah, there was some kind of running change there because
Yeah.
you were supposed to, they had as advertised 3 pieces, but it was just the head.
Yeah, I did notice on the Wonder Woman they put the trading card in the blister instead of on the back of the. They've been sticking it on the back of the box. I'm not sure I like it because I almost bent it up trying to get it out of there.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I hear you.
But
Yep,
no, I thought it was they were pretty cool. And
yeah, I mean, for the Cyborg figure, it's definitely. I mean, it's a must. And he's a nice figure when he's finished. So.
Oh, is he?
Oh, he's big. He's big as a Build-A-Figure. I mean, as the Giants. So works out good.
And I agree. The Flashpoint figure is a definite must. Okay.
Yeah, he's a great.
Yeah, I try to find him. Hopefully, he's not like the Owl Man.
He of that wave, he might be.
Oh, great. Of course, thanks, Dave, for picking this up for me.
You're entirely welcome.
Sinestro, and I don't know. I guess Hawkman's number 5, right?
I'm not sure what number he is. I'm not sure.
He's 6, and then Firestorm, and this is the one I was really excited to get.
That's nice. It's a good.
He's
figure.
number 4.
Yeah. So Hawkman has to be 5.
Firestorm was the first Superpowers figure I got when I was a kid, back in the 80s.
Yep.
And man, I played with that, and the Green Lantern. He was I think the second one.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw him announce this, I said I gotta get him. Just for the nostalgia of it.
Yep.
And I always liked his outfit and his colors and all that. I'm telling you, the flashier the superhero costumes, the more I like them. That's why I love the vintage, the golden and silver age when they all wore flashy costumes, And they're too dark now. It seems like they're like, if I want to see my superheroes wearing blue jeans and a jacket or something, I mean, it just don't.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's not a superhero to me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yep. But I don't know.
Did you put in for the equal drawing for the Green Lantern version of that Sinestro?
I did.
Okay.
I don't know if
that's hard telling. Just keep your ears to the ground, and I will post when it pops up. That classic colored Hawkman is going to be literally any day now. So if you wanted to try to get in on that drawing, I'll let you guys know.
Okay.
Because that is an absolute, that figure is a must-have for me. I have to have that figure.
Yeah. So I like that.
So go ahead, John. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I was just going to say Shane picked up. I'd like to get it because it looks like the classic.
Yep.
Hawkman, right?
It's the yellow and orange. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a nice figure.
Yeah. Of course, Shane picked up Hugh Grant for me.
Hugh Grant. There you go.
Forge.
Forge
is his character's name. He ended up being the bad guy in the. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert! If you hadn't seen Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, these figures are really well made. These Dungeons and Dragons figures, and that does look like Hugh Grant if you can see.
It does.
I mean, it does have a good likeness. I don't know. Like I said, I saw them and I'm like, well, but when they started putting them on, that's what I was waiting on. I said, if they put them on clearance, I might pick them up, And but Edgin or whatever his name is, the Chris Pine figure, when they first come out, I saw them in the stores, but it wasn't a week or two later they were gone, and I ain't seen him since. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if he was short run or what the deal was, or if him been one of. I guess kind of he was sort of the main character, and of course you probably got a lot of Chris Pine fans out there that grabbed them all up. I don't know. But people probably train collectors had him stuck on his train with his Denzel Washington figure,
Yeah, they make Captain Kirk, Kelvin Universe Customs and stuff. Yeah.
And then, of course, Timothy sent me when they first come out, he got a Flint for me with and I'm like, yeah, I don't know why they wanted to do him. All of a sudden wanted to do something different. I mean, the other Tiger Force figures were pretty much like the vintage, but then they give Flint this raccoon look.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand it's got stripes there and all that, but I kind of would have rather had it, just a regular.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it's a pretty good figure. I like it. I don't know if we've showed this one on the show or not. I know you guys when you got Grunt showed Grunt, and he picked me up a Grunt too.
Nice.
And I still haven't seen grunt around here.
No,
I never
I haven't
have-
seen
I
any
never
in the
have seen
stores. Nope.
But I tell you this, that to me, I was very impressed with this figure. This is a great figure. This grunt, I mean, I really like it. And so thanks, Timothy, if you're watching. I appreciate both of these, but definitely the grunt. Yeah, I was very impressed with it. And then of course we got mole rat. I got mole rat and shooter. I hadn't got a snow serpent. I don't know. Did we show mole rat last time? I know we missed last week.
No, I haven't seen one yet.
He's got the little Geiger counter, and the lantern hooks on the back of his
Oh, cool.
backpack there. It's got the hose that hooks into the side of his helmet, and then the hose that hooks into the chest there. The drill bit comes off, but the gun, you can take the drill bit off and swap it out with this part, and to make it, I don't know, like a laser gun or if that's some kind of other tool. But it basically, well, there we go. So that'll pop off, and then you can take this part and pop it on, and then he's got a different tool, I guess, or a weapon.
Huh, cool.
And there's this thing's hard to get off. This part will there's a little thing right here. I don't know if you can see it. Two little prongs that I guess you can stick it. Just it don't stay on real good. You got to put it up on the thin part, and it's kind of in an awkward position.
Huh.
I guess that's what that's for.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe the Geiger counter. I don't know. And then of course you got the alternate head with the inner gun or whatever's popping out of his head.
Oh,
What's that?
He's in bad shape.
Yeah. I mean, it's okay. I'm just not that fun. I got two of them, and I'm probably going to display them both just like this. I'm not really. I mean, if they were zombies, that would be one thing, but they're like inner gun zombie. I don't know. And I don't know. It just don't impress me much. It's just not my cup. What's that?
I said, okay, Shania Twain.
It just doesn't impress me much. But I don't know. But as far as that, I like the figure's actually pretty cool. I mean, it's probably not my top 20 or anything, but I mean, it's as far as something sort of like a Toxo Viper or a Techno Viper. It's something,
Yeah.
something that I could see Cobra needing, because I'm sure he's going to do some kind of, drilling for raw minerals and probably other stuff that probably very dangerous, plutonium and I don't know what
I got a weird suspicion though that particular character and that storyline is going to become a big deal throughout the whole line. I think it's going to be tied heavily to the new comic. I really do. We'll find out, I guess.
Shooter, I don't know if we've showed her on here or not.
I haven't seen her.
I can't remember. This I like. This is a pretty neat figure. I got mixed feelings on the shoes though.
Those are a little weird.
It's I don't know. I think, and I've seen a lot of people swapping them out and putting boots on her.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to leave her original like that. But I don't know. They're okay, but
pretty casual.
Oh yeah, they're definitely casual. I don't know I guess since she's a sharpshooter, it makes sense that she's wearing sneakers so she can sneak up on people.
Oh, jeez.
If she's going to assassinate them, she's got to be able to sneak up on them, right? So maybe that's why she's wearing sneakers.
And her favorite candy bar is Snickers too.
There you go.
Yeah. Of course, she's got her big rifle, which you can mount on her back, which is pretty cool. I mean, it comes with this little thing right here. If you can see that, you put it in the peg hole there, and it goes, the trigger goes here, and then that just holds it in place. So you just kind of put it in there like that.
Huh. Yep.
And
simple enough, right?
I don't know what's going on with her hair. She got brown braids, but the rest of her hair is black. And then on her alternate hair, Let me take the gun off here. It's like her hair is black, but the ponytail, I don't know if you can see it, is brown, and then the bottom of her hair is brown. So I don't know if it's like she's got some kind of black netting over her head, or if part of her hair is black and then part of it's brown. I
It's
don't
like
know.
dyed her hair different colors. That's strange.
And
Huh?
It's called tipping.
Tipping.
it's what?
There you go.
Tipping.
Tipping. That's
They
what
got
we
the
do.
tips.
That's what we do to cows on Friday nights.
You better watch out. They'll get utterly mad at you.
That's
Yeah,
right.
they sure. Yeah, yeah. Hey, I mean, you got to hit them pretty hard because they're hard to move.
Oh, no.
But once you get them moving,
Yeah.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I mean, this hair's okay, but I kind of like her straight hair better. That's how I'm gonna keep her like this with the straight hair. I think that just kind of looks better. And she also, and I don't have it in here. What did I do with it? She actually come with a masthead on once she was packaged in, in the package. She got like a gas mask on her third on her alternate head. It's a whole nother head. No, wait, no, I take that back. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see if I can see. I think it might be right over here. Let me hop up just for a second. I totally forgot about it.
stay tuned.
Hey, Ord, did you see that? Hey, Ord, what'd you do with it?
You can't see
Oh,
it.
hold on, guys. We're looking for it.
Jeez.
I know it's here somewhere.
all, folks.
We're gonna get copyrighted from you.
I do not know what I done with that. I don't know.
We're about to get copyrighted for music.
We lose all confidence in John.
This is a brand new toy.
Okay.
It shouldn't be buried away. Come on.
Okay, correction. Mine used to have another head with a mask. No, I think it. If I remember right, I think it just goes on her. You take her hair off and you put the mask on with the hair built on it. I think, if I remember right, I don't know what I done with it. I can't. Yeah, it'll turn up sooner or later.
Nice.
She does have a little ink. Looks like a snake on her forearm there.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the deal
I
is.
guess I got to ask the question: how many more snipers does the Joe team need? Because it seems though we've got an awful lot of figures with precision rifles.
You got her. You got low light. You got a
Spirit,
what's that?
Spirit, Snow
Spirit.
Job.
And I figure eventually we'll get a crosshair. I don't know if you remember from the
Oh,
Joe
yeah.
versus Cobras. They had crosshair. They had like the ghillie suit.
Right.
Ghillie suit, which I always thought he was a cool character. That was actually one of the better characters from the 2000 era. But yeah, we'll probably end up getting one of those later on. I would imagine. I bet we'll get one as a Night Force because he actually had a Night Force figure also back in I think the Valor versus Venom line or the Spy Troops, one of the two. And I think he had a Tiger Force version. I'd have to go back and look. I can't remember. But
He came in. Tiger Force went that long.
well, they in the 2000s they done some, but they weren't like the bright orange. They were more of a kind of an orangish brown.
Yeah.
It kind of blended in more. It didn't stand out like the vintage Tiger Force.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
But so yeah, that's all the new stuff I've got. I think and that I can think of.
Very cool.
But yeah, so far, like I said, I've either done trading or used coupons or caught stuff on sale, and I hadn't paid full price for a toy in over 2 weeks, so I'm doing good.
Nothing wrong with that.
I guess that'll be my new segment. What can you get cheap?
Right.
What toys can you find on the clearance aisle? What toys can you find on sale?
Cool. Cool. Nothing wrong with that.
Yep.
I don't know. I know there's probably some OG guys that would disagree with me, and feel free because I was one of the original OG guys. I mean, I'm of that age where I was actually a little older than most kids in 1982. And I remember that first issue of the comic very, very well with that little computer screen,
Mm-hmm.
right? That was obscured by what? Breaker's head, right? That said, or somebody's head that it just said shooter, never to be heard from again. So, I kind of like the idea that they did that they expanded the original team. I don't
You
really,
get the cat.
no. I don't need claws on me right now. Thanks.
I like that.
You know, they did that with the cartoon too, because in the first miniseries they had to, I think it was the same thing, like the computer screen or something, and it had Sparks.
Sparks, right? Yes.
And they
And the
actually
general
done
said his
him.
name too.
What's that?
What was it? One of the generals said his name.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And they done in the 2007 JoeCon, he was one of the convention figures. And I'd hoped that they would have done him in the 25th style. I was really hoping they would have done that because he was actually a pretty cool character. He's like tan with some darker brown pants, I believe.
Yeah, Sparks was actually in a cartoon also.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah, he was the shoot. He was
Breaker.
in the comic. You had Shooter. In the cartoon, you had Sparks that they showed, but never was. Never become an action figure.
He was the communications guy before Mainframe.
Right. The computer guy.
It's weird because I remember that one of the officers specifically called him Sparks in the cartoon.
I wonder if it's because after that, every time they showed somebody operating a computer before Mainframe, it was Breaker, and I wonder if they decided, he was just put in the cartoon and they didn't actually do a figure. If that's why he only lasted just that, one
maybe.
episode.
Yeah, I don't know.
Or something. I don't know.
Well, in the cartoon, wasn't he talking to Breaker? Breaker was talking to him at one point in the cartoon, I think.
I'd have to go back and watch it again.
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe so.
I've slept since it's been a while.
I think we all have.
I'd have to go back and watch it again, actually.
Yeah.
I do remember a general or somebody. General was called him Sparks, and he responded. But I could have sworn I was thinking it was Breaker. And I remember being confused and said, why is he calling him Sparks? It's Breaker.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe not. I don't remember that clearly.
I hope maybe we'll get one of them in a classified.
That'd be
get
cool.
a Sparks, maybe.
That'd be cool.
But, he's one of the few O-rings that they never made into the 25th style. Because they made a lot of some of the other convention figures they made into 25th style, but they never did do him. So
very cool.
Because Doc's niece, the female Doc.
Oh yes, yeah.
She was also in that same 2007 convention set, and they done a 25th anniversary figure of her in the subscription service. So that's why I was really hoping we'd got a Sparks, and I think they did Crosshair in the 25th anniversary style as well.
Well, I'll say this about Classified, and you guys can disagree with me on this one. I think we can all agree that Shooter is a real deep dive. So I wouldn't say that Sparks is out of the question. And I wouldn't say that Doc's niece is out of the question either. If they can make that tracker figure, what's his name? Rasta Man.
Shadow
Tracker. If they can make him, I think they can make anybody. I really that figure's still weird to me, but anyways. So no, I think they're moving along. They're doing good. I mean, I don't know if any of you other guys saw it. Artist Shark came out with that video. When was it? Day before yesterday?
Yeah. Thursday, I think it was, right? At least, and you guys correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm going on memory, which is not good right this second. Because I'm still tired from yesterday. 15 code names have popped up in various systems above and beyond what we already know. Vindo Viper?
I think all the Snoopy, Shaggy, and the whole Mystery Machine gang,
Yeah.
That's some of them, and
there
Papa
was
Smurf, and
a huge number of Hanna-Barbera characters. Yeah,
Flintstones was in there.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw somebody a few days ago posted a cheat sheet with all that on it, and there was he'd mentioned that there's another there's 2 more 2-packs.
Yep.
And another animal.
Yep.
With an animal.
Yep.
Besides Naugahyde.
Besides Naugahyde, right?
Oh, besides Naugahyde?
Yeah, he said there's another one besides Naugahyde. The 2-packs, I can't remember what the code was for it, but
I can't remember. I'd have to look at it again. Maybe next week I'll look it up again and talk about it.
Yeah, I you know how it is on Facebook. Yeah. You'll never find that post again. Right. it's gone now.
Timothy said 2 unnamed vehicles also.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I think everybody was making the assumption, including Shark, that one of those was the ferret because of the box art, which is entirely possible. I think that one actually makes sense. What the other one would be, I don't know. Corey, I would love to see Law and Order next.
Oh yeah.
Especially if they give Order that good boy face. Give him a good boy hair too. Yeah. Be awesome.
I forgot what I was going to say.
It happens.
It happens.
Just like that, it's gone.
So yeah, I mean, but I will say this. I mean, what did we have? We had 8 that we knew of. On top of another 15. So it's looking like 2024 they're going to try to really give it to us again. But I tell you what, and I think everybody, you guys and everybody else would agree, if they pull this distribution crap again, this far removed from COVID, some heads are going to end up rolling, because there's just no way you cannot dump over 30 figures in the last quarter of the year, because that's basically what they just did to us. We're not doing that again. So they spread it out. We can handle it. They tried dumping on us again. That's not gonna go well. Because let's face it, you guys, we're in the same boat. We've had this conversation off and on air. I guarantee you, everybody that is listening now and will listen to us in the next week, in the same boat. We're having to reevaluate our collecting pretty heavily.
My wallet's done got laryngitis. It screams so much.
Oh yeah.
I can't even find mine no more.
And you know what? We did it again. We went to the grocery store today again, and I'm telling you guys, I swear it got worse from last week.
Oh yeah.
And it's just like, But anyways, let's Hasbro, we know you're listening.
We know you're out there listening to us.
Don't do that. Don't do it again. Don't do it again, because it won't work again.
If you are listening, Hasbro, please send me another mask for my shooter, because apparently I've lost mine.
That's right. That's right. And finish the original 13. Hurry up.
Yeah.
Also make the Vietnam.
I just want to stay.
Oh, no,
if they would put him with an armadillo, do an armadillo tank. That would be easy done.
Yep.
And that's actually what they did with the 25th anniversary.
Yep, that's exactly right.
Come with an armadillo.
Yep. Because he's it as far as vehicle drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think I have a sneaking suspicion that the MMS is going to come with a retro Hawk. And we'll end up with Flash with the jump pack at some point in time, somehow, as a deluxe figure. And who's left, guys? I mean,
I figured Grand Slam will probably be the one that comes with the jump pack.
Grand Slam. Sorry, yes. Flash was a standalone.
But the question is, will they do? I bet they'll do. I bet they'll do Grand Slam with silver pads to distinguish them from Flash.
It would be cool.
Yeah, but I really hope they would at least go back and do even if they release it as a club exclusive one with the orange pads, because to me that's still the OG.
Yeah.
I still want to, I want the orange pad Grand Slam. I'll take the silver, but I want the orange pad too.
Yeah, I want both.
Yeah,
yeah, the alert pack. I don't know who said that. Emmeett just said that same thing. He wants a Vietnam 3-pack and classified, which would be awesome. But I've had this discussion with him before. That would have to be retro. It would have to be part of the retro line because the Crimson Bat says model year 2021 written right on it. So we know the Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Stalker from Classified are not Vietnam veterans.
Right.
So they would have to be, and by all means, Hasbro, get it to me. Get it. I'll order one. But that would have to be retro. It would have to be retro because these gentlemen are much younger than their early to mid 70s. So there's that anyways. Boy, we got a ton of people on here. Thanks, guys, for showing up. Comment. That
was a good time to talk about the toy drive, Dave.
Yeah, let's do that again. You know what? We kind of chatted about that beforehand, and let's rehash what we said. The generosity, Christopher Kitchens, help me, guys. My daughter Rachel,
Humphreys.
Yeah, Jared,
Michael Price,
Kyle, Michael Price, Aaron Wathrop, Adam. Shoot, Adam. Come on. What's Adam's last name? Come on. John took a nap. He's supposed to be helping me here.
I forgot what I was saying mid-sentence a while ago. You think I remember people's last name?
Adam. He's having a great time going to Ollie's and buying everything he sees on clearance. Adam.
Yeah. Pinkleton.
Oh, you guys are huge help.
Pinkleton.
Thank you anyways.
Shane got it.
Pinkleton, I think is the name, right?
No.
Pinkerton?
No, that's another.
It does start with a P. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, come on.
I got my phone. Hold on. I got my phone right here.
Anyways, Timothy, your brand new wife, your new bride, and your baby girl and her baby girl were an absolute pleasure.
Yes.
Said that before, that having raised 4 baby girls that are not baby girls again for me, it was absolutely awesome to spend some time playing peekaboo and waving back and forth to a beautiful baby girl that was having as much fun as we were. So thank you for that, because that made my day, among other things.
Mine also. It is Adam Pilkington.
I thought that Adam is the one that's here in Trustville.
Maybe.
Where's your print? I know, buddy. That stunk. But the print is gone. So that was good. Christopher won that. And we gave away other prints too. We had some other prints here, and we decided to give those away too, just as an extra incentive for everybody. So I wish you could have hung around, because we had a great lunch, but we all understand. We all understand, Mike. But yeah, they went out, and it was almost 100% fair how we did the drawing. So that was
yeah, definitely not a rigged bag.
No, it wasn't a rigged bag. No, it was not a rigged bag. So
I might have rigged it.
That was a good time too. So, but let's talk about these pictures. This is the back of John and Nancy's van that was full to the gills, as they used to say. Packed. The ladies, as a matter of fact, were making fun of us because they had to make the point that they could have done this much better than we did.
So next year we'll have a competition.
So next year they can just do it. There's no competition about it. That'll just take care of that. Those backpacks right there were 4 backpacks that each teenager was completely taken care of. There is clothing, there is t-shirts, there is shoes, there were games, plus the brand new backpack that each one of the teenagers is getting. There was an absolute tonnage of toys from all age groups, little girls, little boys. I think every line is represented in there, plus a few.
I think I saw 5 Rotons.
And like that, there's baby diapers, there's baby wipes, there's sippy cups, there's lunch boxes, there's backpacks for little kids, there's stuffies. Oh man, you guys, I really wish each and every one of you could have been there just to see that, because it was
amazing.
It was really pull on the heartstrings that, you know, a bunch of bums like us could get it together and do this.
It played the strings
absolutely amazing. So again, this is, like I said, this is the back. There's some guys. Look at that. It's Shane and Jared and Michael and Christopher and some big fat ugly guy standing there in the back. I don't know what his deal
is. Couldn't talk about me like that.
The wrong side of the van. But yeah, I mean, it was awesome. It was actually fantastic. It packed right full. There was actually not enough room in there for Nancy. She had to run alongside all the way home. So that worked out pretty good too, right, John?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's the crew. Everybody. Nice. I see the two hot rods right in the front there. That's always nice.
Hey, why am I in the back?
Because that's where you chose to stand.
You said tall people in the back.
Yeah, well, guess what? If you ain't taller than that, you shouldn't have been in the back.
You said short people in the front. I'm taller than most people.
I knelt down so that you wouldn't even feel bad. So, oh well, that's what
no, you didn't.
Doesn't look like you're taller than even your sister there.
Yeah, I'm taller than her.
He actually is, but
by an inch.
He wasn't paying no attention. There's the whole crew. Shane and his wife, and
it's my wife Melody.
Everybody. My daughter Ray, my wife Amy's there. The boys is Marshall, Emmeett, me, Christopher. There's that baby girl on the end of the table.
Mm-hmm.
Eating Frenchy fries or whatever it was she was doing.
I'll tell you what, they had an extra table on there. And me and John went down to move the extra table, and they were sitting on the end to have the high chair. So we're gonna move that extra table to get them closer to the whole group.
Yeah.
And she absolutely got mad because we moved her food after we were in front of her.
Yeah, did.
She started yelling at John. It was just hilarious.
That's funny.
Yeah, she was not happy at all.
Not at all until we put her back at the end of the table in front of her food, and then she was happy.
Now I'll tell you this much, guys. We're sitting there, and you know what? I got to say, if you ever get a chance to go to this restaurant, you should, because
yes,
over here to the right, you can't see her, but there was an older lady there. She was probably in her mid-60s, eating with her husband. That woman didn't do anything but scowl at us the entire time we was there. And whatever, but when we did everything from move those tables to say grace to do the drawings, everything, that whole line of employees stood there quietly and respectfully and let us do our own thing.
Ord was checking out the pictures. He hadn't got to see them yet.
Yeah, he wasn't there.
I was surprised he wasn't there.
It was awesome.
Yes, they did that.
Somebody had to keep an eye on things while we were gone.
Can someone take that from him?
John needs a nap. I'm telling you right now.
I thought Nancy told me she had wore him out today hiking.
That's why I'm just delirious. That's what's wrong.
Please hike longer next time.
Oh man!
But yeah, that restaurant, those employees were fantastic.
They did.
Accommodated us.
Yeah.
I mean, the ladies went in and got the tables for us beforehand, and they were more than accommodating for us.
Yep.
They got our food to us quickly,
and it was good food. So
good food. Yes. Good.
That worked out good.
Yes. Casa Fiesta in Fultondale. If y'all ever get a chance, go check them out.
Apparently, there's one over here in Trussville too, which my daughter Rachel has been to, and she said it was very good. And my wife has been to it too and said it was good. So
nice.
Yes, Michael, that's 100% right. Unhappy people want others to be unhappy. She was just a nasty person. To be perfectly honest with you, she really was, and she was scowling at us when they come out to get in the car and leave. She was still scowling at us in the parking lot. So I don't know what her problem was.
Maybe she just had a face issue.
How did I miss it?
Yeah, well, chicken or the egg, right? Which came first? You're ugly because you got a bad face, or you got a bad face because you're ugly? Because she was just not a happy person. So, and maybe it was Grace, maybe it was toys, maybe it, I don't know.
Maybe it was just that many people are in the building.
Maybe
at
it
the
was
same time.
maybe it was my stunning good looks made her uncomfortable. I don't know.
You better be careful. I'm gonna put rice vinegar on my hand and I'm gonna slap you on the back.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
I'm gonna do. I say I like your cut G.
Okay. Quit
Yes, definitely, Jared. We enjoyed time with you guys, man.
Yes, we should have invited her to sit with us, but we didn't want to, so we didn't. That's kind of the way that went.
I think she just had something against cows, and she heard Emmeett talking about the cows. So
that could very well be.
She could have been utterly disgusted with them.
Yeah, she could have been.
Stop.
Who knows?
Hey, what time is it? 7:48. You know what time it is, Emmeett?
It's still not the time.
It's time for the black screen. Hang around, Jared.
It's going to be a black screen here. Just 1
Say
second.
good night, Gracie.
Say good night.
You say goodnight.
Hey, Emmeett.
No, but I'm already getting excited for next year.
Yeah.
So all you guys get pumped up because we're gonna be doing this again.
Hasta la pizza.
Hasta la pizza. That's it. Don't come back. Turn that light back on.
No.
You
Hey, that's actually a little better, Dave.
Yeah.
You don't
Want me to keep going? I mean,
you actually don't have the sun glowing behind you.
I know that. I don't know what. There's something weird about that. I'll just leave it like that.
It looks like you got a glow around your head, like an
I
angel.
know and I keep trying to get myself over here so you
He's
can't.
just digging himself out of that hole now.
What? Yeah, that 1,000 watt light bulb I got in the overhead light over there. Yeah. It shines down on the flag and keeps it nice and pliable. It doesn't let the plastic get brittle. Oh, man,
Jared, you missed the black screen again. We're halfway there right now.
Yeah, we're halfway there. We're half blacked out. That's right.
Oh man, what a day.
Nancy
Yeah.
here. Okay, very good. Nancy's gonna let the caseworker know.
Let me post that here.
There you go.
It was
amazing, guys. I don't know. How many toys you figure were there? 200.
Yeah, more than that.
More than that.
I mean, seriously, it's just
We
amazing.
probably had 200 just in Hot Wheels.
And I don't know.
Oh, that's right too. Yeah.
I don't know how much cash we had, but we had a good bit of cash also.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We got to get at some point in time, guys. We'll get a final count, and let everybody know how successful you
I'm sitting
were.
here getting chill bumps just thinking about it, man.
There was
That's
over $500 in cash.
Oh yeah, easy.
Well, that's awesome. So there'll be lots of opportunities for gift cards to like the bowling alley and all of those things too. So that's fantastic. Awesome.
It was easy over that, I promise you.
Yeah.
I know that one
Awesome.
was a fact.
Nice. Hey, not too bad for a bunch of guys that started this thing on really kind of fly by night. We did a great job. So congratulations to all of you.
Every one of you did a great job.
Fantastic.
We were just the crazy masterminds behind it all.
Yeah, well.
Our guys that come, they're the ones that showed out for me. I'll be honest with you.
Yep.
I was utterly impressed.
There you go.
Oh wait,
it wasn't a coward in the bunch, right?
Emmett's gone.
Nice. Yeah,
I'm
super successful.
definitely looking forward to next year.
Yeah. Everybody really hoofed it to get those toys done.
They did. It was moving.
This is all getting to be such bull. I don't know. We gotta.
Oh, Dave's in.
I don't know.
How many prints did we end up giving away, Dave? How many prints did you have?
Well, the big one, the Larry Hama print, we had the unsigned copy of that same print, that Vietnam print from Larry Hama. We did the big print from one of the other cover art. There was the smaller one from the other cover art. There was only 2 prints that were the same. Those were both the Vietnam prints. One signed, one not. And then there was the Flint and Duke at Lady J's graveside.
I got that one.
Yep. And then there was the 3 versions of Snake Eyes print, which is Don Moreno, the OG Snake Eyes, and the new Kamakura.
About 6 of them. About 6 prints.
5 or 6, right?
Yeah,
5 or 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 prints. 6 prints.
And maybe next year at Joe Fest we can get more and have more given away.
Right, and I will tell you this: that these prints we did the interview with the guys from After Action Report. They're the ones that do the catalog books for the comics and the soon to be released command files, which is all of the characters and bios with all of the characters from all of their appearances, which is cool. All of those prints were actually taken from cover art, and they were originally part of the Kickstarter tiers. You see what I'm saying? For the Kickstarter promotions to get those books printed. So they were prints from that those guys had given us while we were there at Joe Fest doing interviews and stuff with them. So thanks to those guys. Once we get a good count of everything that we did, I will let Josh know from After Action exactly what we did, and I will be sending some photos and an update to Mr. Hama himself to let him know what an incentive his print was. So maybe we'll be able to do something again with Mr. Hama next year. That would be pretty cool. So
It'd be really awesome.
We'll see. Maybe I can get some original artwork out of him that's signed or something like that. We'll find out, right? Next year's a long ways away. It'll be great to. It'll be great on Christmas morning, even if we never see these kids, which we probably won't because of privacy issues or anything like that. You're never going to see, guys. Honestly, you're never going to see any pictures. You're not going to have contact with these kids because the privacy in and around the foster care system is tight. To tell you the honest truth, after the adoption practice, if these kids do end up going through the adoption system, I'm pretty well convinced that the system gets even tighter, believe it or not, as far as privacy goes. But with that said, Christmas morning, each and every one of you guys that participated can sit back and know that somewhere in Cherokee County, there's some happy kids that deserve
a in Etowah also.
Yes, so
there's their kids. They're getting kids here in Cherokee County from Etowah and DeKalb because they do not have enough foster homes in those counties, so they're having to send them here to Cherokee, and it's we're thankful that we got that many foster parents in Cherokee County to be able to help them. But it's sad that there's that many children having to go into the foster care program, and it's not all. And I know most people think, well, sorry parents that own drugs don't want to take care of the kids. It's not all the cases are like that. Some of them, the parents have just fallen on hard times and they cannot provide. And I know one family in particular. I don't know who they are. I mean, they can't tell. Like I said, they can't tell us names, but they was telling us that there was one family that. The dad lost his job, and then the mothers, and they couldn't make ends meet, and they lost their home and all that, and of course they took the kids from them because they didn't have and they were working trying to get to get back on their feet so they could get their kids back, and so it's not people automatically assume the worst. It's not that all the parents are bad. It's just that they all fall. Sometimes there are circumstances where they can't take care of the kids.
Right.
And now, granted, they are the majority are, parents that get on drugs and things like that, and just but
no,
This comment from Timothy might be a possible ask for the caseworker.
You can ask.
Get the parents to send her a picture of it.
Yeah, you can ask.
Just so we could, show our guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can ask it. I mean, certainly wouldn't hurt to ask.
I'm just getting chill bumps thinking about how happy these kids are going to be.
Yeah, really. Which in turn is going to just make our Christmas even better too, right? Because like I said, no matter where you are, Christmas morning, if you participated, you'll have the luxury of knowing that you made a big difference somewhere to a kid, or in most cases, kids and entire households actually. So yeah, there's that, right? Congratulations.
There was 16 kids on our list.
Yep.
So
I think so.
Yep,
that's 16 kids. And that's going to have a wonderful Christmas.
Yeah, and that's just the ones from Cherokee County. That don't because she didn't have at the time she didn't have a list of the ones that were coming from the other 2 counties.
Right.
So there's a lot more than that. But we definitely got them all covered.
That's awesome, man. Yep, and I am, like I said, I am definitely looking forward to next one. I'm ready to get started on it tomorrow.
Yep. Really.
I better go run a U-Haul for next time.
Yeah, I'm taking. I can tell you that much. But it's going to be a good year next year too. So,
yeah. And nice. We got so many toys. If some of the guys in some of the other rural counties want to contact their Department of Human Resources, we can help more than just 1 or 2 counties. We can hopefully help a lot. And I know, like you said, Dave, like the bigger one, like Huntsville, Birmingham, they have programs to help in those situations. But you're right, a lot of the rural counties don't have enough people to handle the kids, or they,
right.
It's just not. Then in rural counties, you don't have the jobs like you have in the bigger cities where people can afford to really foster a lot of kids and things.
Right.
That's baby girl. That's the baby cat. That's my baby girl right there. She has a name. Her name is Bo, but I call her baby girl because
I don't know where none of mine are. I guess Nancy must have given some Benadryl or something before. They're awful quiet.
She never comes down here. I don't know what she's doing. She's usually upstairs on the couch or in my chair or something. But
Emmeett probably
that's the little one. Yeah.
I'll teach him.
Yeah, that's the little one. That's the baby girl. That's the little cat. Believe it or not, we do it large around here. Everything's large. Like they say at the vet when we take them in there, you people raising cattle over there? Even the small cat's pretty big. So she's fat, whatever. She's fat and happy. Works out good. I'll tell you the story of how I came across her and her 4 litter mates. I saved them from an exterminator when they were about 3 weeks old. So.
Wow.
That's the
one that was under the porch, right?
Under the porch of the restaurant, Yep.
That's one where you said the exterminator's coming, and Dave looked under the porch and hollered at the cats, "Here, kitty, kitty, come with me if you want to live." The exterminator's coming. And he will be back if you don't catch it first time.
Yeah, I wish it was that. I wish it was that easy. The first 3 were really easy, but she was so sickly she couldn't even eat. Her face, she was all mud because she was dying, and we kept her. It's good. So,
nice.
Anyways, I but almost as a rule of thumb, I really don't like cats.
I couldn't tell.
There's 2 of them here. I love her right to death. She's clean. She don't bite. She don't scratch. That's a big deal. And the big guy, he's the coolest animal I've ever seen. Call him a porch panther because he's just a big black cat, and he kills anything that moves. And he loves my daughter, so you can't go wrong with that. So, and that's cool, right? So, let's. What'd you pick up this week? What'd you get, Shane? You got anything you want to show off?
I've got a lot over the last 2 weeks.
Cool, show it off.
Oh, man.
This is a cat. I don't know where it is.
Let's start by showing off what John was going to show everybody.
There you go.
There it is.
And it is a hairpiece.
Okay, I was thinking it was. I couldn't remember.
See if I can get it off without breaking it all to pieces here. But yeah, it is a hair piece, as you can see. Comes off. But she is tiny.
Yeah, she is.
I mean, she is tiny. Like, her rifle is bigger than her body. I mean, if y'all can see her,
Yeah.
I mean, she is tiny.
Yeah.
I could compare her to someone. She is like tiny.
Yeah.
Tiny. She's a small figure, very small. I mean, short rounds almost got her beat. But anyway, I got her, and, you know, whatever. I'm a completist. And I finally got to open up my buzzer.
There you go. Hey, your glasses look pretty good.
My glasses fit perfect on him.
Wow.
Nice.
You actually got a good pair there.
Yep. They fit absolutely perfect on him. I didn't have to do anything to them. They look really good, which is a miracle. I got him from Big Bad Toy Store. I got a tripwire.
Yep. Love him.
Amazing figure. I picked him up from I'm gonna forget the name now.
To get him up to deep.
No,
you got him
from Brian Camp.
Brian Camp.
Yeah, picked him up from Brian Camp.
Yep.
I got him up in Trustful and picked him up. Got a retro card Crimson Guard. Corey picked him up for me. He is nice. I like him a lot better than the others, but
see, we're doing it. Yeah. I've been seeing the Chuckles videos too.
He is loose in the ab crunch, so he can do crunches really fast. Let's see. I haven't got to open these guys yet. The Mole Rats.
Yep.
Which it's fantastic looking to me.
It looks cool, yeah.
From what John showed in the Crimson Alley Viper.
Oh, nice.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Alley Viper, the Crimson Alley Viper.
Nice.
And then yesterday at the toy drive, our good friend Timothy, he got us all a grunt. And this is a great figure. It's got the multiple heads, fruit builder. Instant fruit builder. I mean, you can build fruits all day with him.
And that head sculpt is great because he looks about like, I mean, Grunt, I picture Grunt being like in his maybe early 30s.
Mm-hmm.
He was an older man.
The figure actually looks, I mean, he looks like a.
And another good thing with the original head, with the face head, the human head, it is perfect for your ugly falcon.
Yeah.
Perfect for it.
Yep.
But Timothy got me that, and me and Timothy had talked about this figure for a while, and I was supposed to pick it up from him, and we just didn't ever get on the same page. And then I got it yesterday from him. A lot of people don't like it. I really like it. I've opened it up. It's awesome all the way through. I mean, you got all kinds of stuff on the inside. You get this picture here.
The box is great. I love the box.
Oh, yeah. And you get this little diorama that comes with it. Inside, it's an insert. And she's not really that bad. I mean,
she's a big figure, huh?
Is she muscular? Yeah, she's muscular. But I mean, she was in the series also.
Right, yeah.
That
was the point, right? That was the power-up deal, right?
Yeah, right. No. I love the fact that she's got a cloth good cape, and skirt, and everything. It's awesome. But I tried to pay Timothy for this, and he wouldn't let me. Much appreciated, man. You're a great guy. That's all I can say about that. You're an awesome guy, man.
Yeah, his generosity towards me yesterday was pretty astounding too. So
yeah, I mean,
he and his wife. You know, I'll say this: the new wife too, Mama too, because they got
no doubt
they are sharing that wallet now. So her generosity is greatly appreciated too. So
and then yesterday on the way home, we'd all seen the rumors about the Super 7 glasses from Bargain Hunt.
Oh, yes.
They're not rumors. They're true.
Was plastic or glass?
They are glass.
Wow.
So they're $3. So if you see them, pick them up. They're great. They're real heavy glasses. Also,
They make snake eyes.
They also have Transformers
Cool.
in this series too. I think there was 3 of them: John, Megatron, Optimus Prime, and
Bumblebee.
No, it wasn't Bumblebee. Grimlock.
Okay, Grimlock. I've seen some people mentioning Bumblebee, so I wonder if there's 4 of those.
I heard Bumblebee.
Well, I've heard people mention Snake Eyes in these too. Also,
I want one of those. I want a Snake Eyes.
I'm not seeing it, but they're heavy glasses.
I think those original retail for around like $17.99.
Yeah, they were something like that.
A pint glass is a good size glass too.
Yeah, it is a pint glass, so they are heavy. They are.
For those of you that are not Irish, a pint glass is meant to be a beer glass, so that gives you an idea of how big they are.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
Yep. I mean, it is as tall as a shooter.
There you go.
So
a lot wider.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's a lot lighter. I'll be honest with you. That glass is heavy, but they are really nice looking glasses.
If anybody sees a Snake Eyes, I'll take one.
Me also.
Yep.
But yeah,
Bargain Hunt? Is that what you said, Shane?
Bargain Hunt, yes, sir.
I've never been to a Bargain Hunt.
If you're going to look for them, you got to go into the houseware area.
Okay.
Where the coffee mugs and stuff like that's at.
I've never been to one. Huh.
I love Bargain Hunt. I also found a $7 tunnel rat yesterday. They have big return bins from Amazon and stuff like that.
Really?
There was a $7 tunnel rat in there, but I didn't pick him up because I already had him. So
I don't have tunnel
anybody's in the Decatur. I wish I know, man. If there's anybody in the Decatur area, there's a $7 tunnel rat in the bins. And everything is there, the weapons, everything. The box is blue bar, but it's there. And then today I picked up a Firefly. Corey McMahon.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
I've not had a chance. I'm behind on opening stuff up. So, but anyway, he picked him up for me Friday for me, and I picked him up today from him. I'm excited about opening this one up because I love Firefly also. One of the original guys.
Yeah, nice one. That's a good figure. And
then I got this right here from my little old buddy Marshall. I'm a huge Grinch fan. I am the Grinch. So
nice.
My heart's cold, and then it melts and turns into.
It grew 3 sizes that day.
I also got some candy that.
Yeah, there's a medical condition about that, and usually
there is. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and that medical condition is caused by the stuff that Nancy buys me. Thanks, Nancy.
Yeah, nice.
She knows I love Reese's and I love the Grinch, so. But
now you got me wanting candy. Way to go, Shane.
You're welcome.
Hey, Nancy, bring me some candy.
But it's been a good 2 weeks, but none of it topped the toy drive. I loved it. I've talked about that all day today with my family and whatnot like that. So it was a fantastic time. And we are actually talking about getting together again. What, before Christmas, maybe?
Yeah, if we can, that'd be cool. Well, yeah. John's just off the rails today.
I got a Kit Kat. I had to settle for Kit Kat because she gave all her Reese's away yesterday.
I don't know where they are.
Put up that last comment from Timothy about them glasses.
Okay.
So you're saying that the paint it just won't take the dishwasher? Because that would be different. Because geez, some of those glasses from like the 70s and stuff are still good to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have. Actually, John gave me a bunch of Smurf and Flintstone. Peanuts, Charlie Brown glasses yesterday, and they're all.
Yeah. I think nowadays they're more for nostalgia. They're not really.
Yeah.
Well,
that's probably true.
I'm not Irish. I don't drink beer, so.
Yeah. It took mine off the moon. Now, was it the same company that made those?
These are. These are from Super 7.
I took mine off the Moon Knight pint glass I have.
See, this is the hard thing, guys, and I not to but the thing is he may very well be onto something because so many of the materials that are being used now are environmentally friendly, and they just don't stand up. I mean, it's just that may be what's happened. It's just a completely different type of paint. So, thank you for that, Timothy. If you do happen to buy any of those glasses, hand wash them.
It's made by Drive Through Drinkware.
Drive-through drinkware.
What it's made from. I'm trying to see if it says dishwasher safe. It doesn't say dishwasher safe anywhere on the box, so
yeah, right.
There's that also. Open.
Interesting.
I'll pour that off. Open from other end, drink from other end too. It's on the bottom of it. Oh, man, that's funny. But yeah, they are definitely. It's definitely not a rumor. They are there, and they are nice, and they are heavy.
Nice. Well, thank you for that heads up, Timothy.
$2.99.
Just cause. But yeah, if anybody happens upon a Snake Eyes one, I'll take it. I'd like Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow.
Probably.
So we got there was CC and Baroness. Maybe we'll get Snake Eyes and Scarlet. That'd be cool.
I didn't think about looking them up, man, and seeing how much or what they were.
It seemed like I remember when they first come out, and I think they were $17.99. I want to say.
All right.
That's why I never got one, because I was like,
yeah, exactly right.
So that would nearly. Well, at the time when they come out, that would have nearly bought a figure. Now it's a little bit more than that. But.
Right. Yeah. Yep, for sure.
Okay, so looking it up, they have Storm Shadow, Baroness, Cobra Commander, and that's looking like all.
Wow.
Whoever who said a Snake Eyes must have been talking about Storm Shadow.
Well, that's interesting. Maybe they're doing Cobra first, and we're going to get to Joe's later.
No, they do have a Snake Eyes.
Which one?
So far.
V1, V2.
That one right there.
V1?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's $12. $12 retail on them. Excuse me, I'm bad. They're sold out though.
Yeah, well, there you go. Cool. Yeah, something to think about.
Yeah, those are pretty neat.
Something to think about.
Yep, they do. Snake Eyes, I see it right here.
Well, who did it go?
Yep. Baroness, Cobra Commander, Storm Shadow, and Snake Eyes. That's pretty cool. But yeah, they're there. In the houseware, by the coffee cups, and all that good stuff.
Yeah, looks like on the Transformers it's Soundwave instead of Bumblebee.
Soundwave?
Yeah, they got Optimus Prime, Megatron, Soundwave, and Grimlock, looks like.
Wow.
Well, I just had the picture. I'd show it, but I now have lost. Oh, here it is right here. Yeah.
Let me get him in solo. Hold on, John.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
That's kind of cool. Right?
So, yeah, that's Soundwave right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's odd they done 2 good guys and 2 bad guys on Transformers, but G.I. Joe, it was 3 bad guys and a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird.
They're really nice glasses. So
nice. But
that's about all I have.
Cool.
For the day, night,
For
evening.
the day. Okay. Well, I guess what? My turn?
Yeah.
Well, a bunch of you guys delivered a bunch of stuff to me yesterday. I'm going to say all of which we've all seen before, except for, let me do this. Jared helped me out with this Black Lightning, which is, these were Walmart exclusives. To tell you the honest truth, guys, at this point in time, a typical, again with McFarlane, these kind of came and went. I don't know.
Black Lightning.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
know.
I didn't know you were needing that one.
Yeah, well, I didn't because Jared snagged one for me like within 2 days of them first being released.
Okay.
So he's had it for, he's had it for probably 5 weeks for me.
Yeah, the Gadsden Walmart's got like 6 of them sitting there on the shelf.
Cool.
And
So
I don't think they've sold one of them.
If you want one, go get them because I think this one's eventually will evaporate like most other Walmart ones. Good figure, cool figure. It's the standard buck bot, guys. Nothing special about that, but the paint app is good on it. And of course, it's pretty classic. Out Batman and the Outsiders, right? 70s Black Lightning, not Black Vulcan from the Super Friends, but the original Black Lightning. So if you're putting together an OG Justice League, very, very cool figure to have. So thank you, Jared, for helping me out with that.
Let me see. John knows where 5 of them are if you need one, brother.
Exactly.
If you need one, let me know. I'll grab you one.
Exactly. Now, maybe you
I'll
guys
say
will
that and they'll
remember.
be gone when I go back now.
Yeah, right, exactly. Now that you advertised it, they're gone.
Yeah.
Let's do this. This Beast Kingdom. One of the guys posted
Bunch of vampire Hal Jordans.
Yeah, that's the other figure they got at Gadsden.
Yeah, I got him, which is a cool figure too. Let's show you him. He just happens to be sitting here. He is much, much, much brighter than all of the other Vampire series figures. Cool figure though, with the effects and stuff, the sunlight burning and everything. This is a cool figure. I hope they keep doing these vampires ones because that was a cool storyline. Even though 3 of the never mind. That's stuff. I'm not doing it. Somebody might want to read those. Beast Kingdom. Darkseid.
Oh wow.
One of the guys in the group posted that Big Bad threw them up. These are $155 usually, which was a no-go. But they were up for 55% off for 1 day the other day.
Wow.
So,
now what Darkseid you say that was?
This is Beast Kingdom made this. So this would be New 52 Batman, New 52 Darkseid.
Oh.
In the styling. Let me do this real quick.
So it's not a McFarlane figure.
It is not a McFarlane figure, but man, he goes good with them because this is a 9-inch figure. So he's 2 inches taller than, let's say, the Superman. So let me see if he's gonna.
Oh, he kind of glows, man. That's pretty cool.
The eyes. There's an LED in the neck.
Oh wow!
So his eyes actually glow red.
Wow,
that's cool.
Very, very cool. Boy, that washed that camera right out, didn't it? What the heck? My lighting went nuts. Okay, anyway. Let's talk about cons first, right? Because let's get that out of the way. Cons with this figure. All of his armor is loose. Okay? Which is cool. It's not 100% con because it definitely helps with the articulation. 20 points of articulation. He's good and wiggly, but this is a tight figure. He doesn't weigh a lot. You look at this figure and you expect him to weigh about 2 pounds. He's very light.
Yeah.
Even the wrists, all of it. All of this armor is loose. But that helps with he's not restricted in any way. You guys understand what I'm saying? But you got to make sure if you put him down, you got to adjust the armor every time, which isn't much of a con. The only other con, honestly, is that this does not come with batteries. So we had to hunt down button cells today, and I will tell you right now, we had to go to Batteries Plus and get these batteries for a Streamlight flashlight. Because we could not find them anywhere otherwise. So keep that in mind. So batteries are going to run you another $8. The last real con is you have to take the chest piece off to get to the cover to shut the light off.
Oh.
Because there is no external switch on him at all.
That definitely is a con.
It's a con. And then put him all back together. Just as an observation, you see there's a hole in the center of his pecs here that lines up with this clear lens on his body armor. It's almost like this figure had intended to have another internal LED that would have shined through that, which would have been very cool, but it doesn't. Why? I do not know. Now I'm missing the battery cover, but I will deal with that later. Last con is this cool stand that comes with him. This thing right here is nowhere near big enough to go around that figure. So it's kind of useless. The pros. Let's talk about the pros. He comes with 2 heads, which one's a much more serious head, and the packaging on him is pretty awesome too. He comes with 2 heads, 3 other sets of hands. You guys give me a second. This stupid plastic, once it snaps back together, it really snaps back together. Here is his, let's say, stoic head. Does not have clear eyes, so it doesn't shine through these. Again,
oh, weird, man. You'd think they'd make both heads where the LED light would shine through.
Right. So you get, yeah, I agree. These like graspy hands. You get basically fists, a set of fists. You get a set of, let's call these high five hands. High five. And you also get this. It's almost like they had big plans for this figure, because there's a gauntlet, this clear red gauntlet, and a red energy fist too that go together. So it's almost like there was supposed to be an LED that shined through the hand too, but again, doesn't. And for those of you that are familiar with the character Darkseid, how his Omega beams work, which is the beams that he shoots from his eyes, the first set that fire out of his eyes are trackers, right? These are tracker beams that go out from his eyes, lock onto a target. And once they've locked onto a target, it's said that you can never escape them. So there's a set of trackers that plug into the eye sockets and glow a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I wish they were strong enough to glow all the way through, but they don't. So you got the trackers, and then you have a set of the actual Omega beams, which is it's pretty cool. I mean, it's heavily accessorized. Is it worth $65? Was it worth breaking out the super top secret Rashikage Ninja credit card to buy? At $65, yes. Would I have paid more than that for it? No. It's a very nice figure. It's very well made. It's, give you an idea. This is the anti-monitor from McFarlane, and this is the Darkseid. So this was a $40 figure at retail. With this, $20 more, sure. What is it worth more than that? No. So I'm glad that it went on sale, if that makes any sense to you guys.
Yeah.
But for DC collectors, sadly, if you did not get one at that price, what was it, Wednesday? It was a one-day sale. And I think that was another Adam in the group that posted that. So he was on sale for one day, and I was fortunate enough to, like I said, broke out the super top secret Rashikage credit card and bought him. Because, it's a cool figure. And Darkseid is just an awesome figure. He goes very, very well with McFarlane figures. Just to give you an idea, that was the anti-monitor, who is a little oversized. Give you an idea, this is the Flash. So this is he's a substantial figure compared to, but Darkseid is a substantial character compared to everybody else. So
Right.
He'd look pretty good with Superman in a flight stand. You know, giving him a little chin music. That'd be a cool display. So nice figure. Again, Beast Kingdom, Big Bad Toy Store. Keep an eye out for them. They maybe go back on sale. One weird thing about the figure is when you look at the light switch in the back, off is on and on is off, which is a little different. But other than that, cool figure. $65. Yes. Any more than that, honestly, guys, don't do it.
I wonder if they might sell like an accessory light kit for that, to go on the chest and the hand.
I'm thinking about doing that.
You can buy those little light kits on things.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing it. But I can tell you this right now. I'm going to wait until after Christmas to make up my mind. Does that make any sense? Because I just don't want to tear apart a brand new figure.
Yeah,
but I am seriously thinking about it because that's got a lot of potential.
I mean, you're definitely made for that. I mean,
yes,
hole in the chest, right over
the chest one would be super easy to do.
Mm-hmm.
The hand, I'm not sure. But you know what? If you can't have this stuff and customize it, then maybe customize it. How's that? Speaking of customizing, this is it's like Borg Queen stuff here. This is the new.
Her legs are gone.
This is the new Supergirl.
Well, she's not going to go very far because she definitely can't get a leg up in life.
She cannot get a leg up. Good thing she can fly, right? The landings are really something to see, but she can at least fly. From here to here, spectacular figure. Cloth cape, which is awesome. The paint on her is good. I want to know. Okay, here's the poll question for the night. Who is this face? Every time I look at this figure, I can see this face. There's an actress or somebody that face is modeled after, and I can't place it, and it's driving me crazy.
She kind of looks like Helen Slater, don't she?
No.
She doesn't. I can't.
No, it's somebody else, John. I'm telling you, maybe you'd have to see her in person.
Yeah.
I can see that face somewhere. Even like that partial profile, it's even worse. I can see this actress. But I can't.
She kind of reminds me of you seen the show Modern Family?
Modern Family. Oh, maybe
that one girl. The one what's his name? The crazy guy, the son-in-law, his Al Bundy's daughter. He plays her daughter on there. She was.
I never watched Christina Applegate. Christina Applegate?
No, she was the original Al. She was his daughter originally. Kelly.
I'm talking about on the show Modern Family. She played his daughter on there. She was a lawyer on the show Boston Legal that had William Shatner and James Spader on it.
Kate Milgrew, the captain on Voyager. No, that ain't it. I can see her just as plain as day, but I can't. And I can tell. I'm looking at the screen. It's not doing that face justice. Man, I wish.
Is that her name?
It's a great sculpt in either way. If you guys continue on the discussion, I can't figure. I'll figure it out 3:30 one of these mornings.
Well, she just has some legs. She'll be awesome.
She'll be all right. Well, that's the thing with the legs. Again, it's a figure that deserves to be customized. Here's the legs. Here was the problem with this figure. Her legs were red from the heel all the way to the end of the thigh, completely red. No skin tone at the top whatsoever, which I have to tell you completely and totally destroyed the figure. If you look at the box art, which I had here, apparently that migrated. Thanks, Emmeett. It shows her with, the high boots with the, the knee guards on them, but the thighs, she's got bare thighs, which is Supergirl, right? I mean, and these are fine. You don't have to do anything to these, right? But you're going to have to, and I tried to paint them in place, but it's just not going to work because lo and behold, you get these suckers painted and you see that there were lines and there were seams and there were wrinkles in the actual skin because it was supposed to be boots. So it all had to be sanded down and taken back down. And then I realized that there was a line, there's a ridge line, contour line all the way around to the top of the thigh. And I was thinking, well, that's okay. It'll kind of look like Spanx or something, right? Up underneath the skirt. The problem with it is they perfectly aligned that mold line to the length of the skirt. So if you flex the leg at all, you're right back to red legs where there doesn't need to be any red legs. So I had to putty them up this afternoon. I will let that set for a day or two, and then I will sand that down, contour it, and then paint it. So next week we should be able to show you the finished Supergirl. What in the world McFarlane was thinking on this one, I got no idea because this is spectacular.
Yeah.
But the legs are an absolute disaster. And I don't know how many pennies he saved by not painting the thighs. It wasn't worth it because literally, I guarantee you, an awful lot of these figures won't sell just because of that. Because it looks that bad. It really looks oddly way out of place.
Well, it makes no sense to have a skirt on if you're wearing pants. It just don't look right.
It's like bright red. Even if they had painted the top of the legs blue with the red boots, you'd go, okay, it ain't right, but I'll take it. But red? I mean, she's red. She is completely red from here to her heels. It looked ridiculous. Which they put all that work into this sculpt. The buck is great. The shield is painted perfectly. The hair sculpt is amazing. Everything's great about this figure, but then they completely botched it on the leg paint. Toy companies have got to be the most confusing thing ever because they make some really terrible decisions to save a nickel, and I don't know, man. But she's getting fixed. So hopefully next Sunday night we'll be able to show you a finished Supergirl. She's very slight, very petite figure. She is much, much smaller than any of the Wonder Womans. Trying to think out who else. She's smaller than all of the other females, I believe, in the whole line. So it's a good figure, though. Once that's fixed, she's going to be great.
I've been seeing pre-orders for the Batman and Robin movie figures.
Yes.
It's got Mr. Freeze as a Build-A-Figure.
Uh-huh.
I wonder if we're planning on doing that with the others.
I don't know. I think it's going to depend 100% on how well this one does.
Yeah. I would love to have a Two-Face Tommy Lee Jones.
Well, I'm trying to think. Yeah, that's a Val Kim. That's Batman Forever, right? Jim Carrey was the Riddler. Yeah. So that would be the next movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or did
they're going backwards? I guess I don't.
Did Clooney do 2 movies?
No, he just done the one.
Done one, yeah.
So okay.
Keaton done the first 2, and then Kilmer done the 3rd, and then Clooney done the 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how that worked? Kilmer did the 3rd?
Yeah. And then they rebooted after that.
I have to be perfectly honest with you guys. Other than that car, the 1989 Batmobile, I couldn't stand. As a Batman fan, I couldn't stand any of those movies.
The 3rd and 4th one got way too campy with it.
Was it Schumacher? Is that his name? The producer that did those? He went off the deep end with that stuff. Just
I'll say I thought Danny DeVito made a real good Penguin.
See, this is the hard thing. I have this conversation with Joe guys too. I was a comic book guy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't take the camp. Even in '89, Michael Keaton's Batman was like blasphemy to me. It just didn't make any sense. I just couldn't take them. I just couldn't take it. And I can look back on it now and I can see that from an acting perspective, Danny DeVito did a fantastic job. But that movie had way too much camp in it for me. I mean, like the flipper hands and the eating the raw fish and, you know, the whole the emperor penguin pallbearers that kind of shove him off into the water when he's just bobbing there. You know, it's like, no, I can't do it. I can't do it. But that Batmobile is absolutely awesome. But I just couldn't do it, guys. As a comics fan, I just couldn't do it. And we've got a whole generation of Batman fans that owe it all to that movie. And then the animated series after that, which I love the animated series.
Yeah, me too.
Those movies, I just couldn't do it, guys. I just couldn't do it. To be fair, it's not just those movies either. When Batman Begins came out, I couldn't stand that movie. I hated that movie. Now I like that movie a lot compared to this latest, The Batman, which is that movie is just a hot mess if you ask me.
The last one with old Peter Patterson in it.
Yeah. That movie is just a mess.
Terrible.
I didn't care for that at all. I'd rather watch Batman '89 than watch that.
I didn't see it. The movie was so dark, I literally couldn't see anything.
No, exactly. 3 hours of nap time because it's.
I watched it, but I didn't see it.
And you know what? For a modern movie, they did okay, not getting political, but then they went ahead and got political here and there. And, you know, it's just like, what's the matter with you guys? Can you just stop? You know, it's an alternate universe. Why does any of that crap have to even exist over there? Right? Do you see what I'm saying by that? I just don't get it. I just, you know, it's like, whatever. Anyways, I'm not going there, but you guys get the idea. So will Mr. Todd do? I almost said McFarlane again. You only get one a week, so.
You said it again, though.
No, I didn't.
That's 2 for this week. We got to go up.
Will he do more movies? I got no idea.
Well, who do more movies?
McFarlane. They just did that big 5-pack, which was every movie version.
Right. I saw that.
So there is a Val Kilmer Batman figure. So probably, John, there'll be one. But you know, Tommy Lee Jones can go. Nah, you can't use my likeness.
No.
I did think Tommy Lee Jones done a good job as Two-Face.
You know what? Considering everything that I read about that movie after it was done, that he and Jim Carrey literally hated each other.
Oh yeah.
It's amazing that those two got through the production of that movie at all, because I guess they were at each other bad. They could not stand each other.
I had read something where they had to shoot parts away from each other.
I think that's true. Yeah.
And they couldn't be in the same area with each other because they literally had despised each other.
Yep. And you know what? Jim Carrey had that reputation for a while that he just could not keep it together enough to not be nuts. And it drove people crazy because his unprofessionalism. I'd heard stories about that Grinch movie. You were talking about the Grinch. Yeah. I'd heard stories that that production was so horrible because of his behavior that, I mean, it almost didn't make it because they didn't want to finish. They didn't want to deal with him anymore. See, there he is. So I don't know. You know how that goes, the rumor mill, but I can kind of believe that about him.
My Grinch is saying no.
No, didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
He's kind of going, well, maybe it did.
maybe. I hear there is a Grinch 2 in the making.
I heard the same thing.
Featuring Jim Carrey.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Now, whether it's true or not, I don't know.
I don't know. Hey, did you guys watch? Let's talk about movies for a little bit. We got a little bit of time. Did you guys see that new Planet of the Apes trilogy?
I saw the previews for it, but I've not seen it.
Did you see the new trailer for the new Planet of the Apes movie where it picks up where the last one left off, War for the Planet of the Apes?
Yeah,
I liked those movies.
I thought those were good.
that new one. What is it? Something Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes.
The
where
last one was Rise of the Planet of the Apes, wasn't it?
The last one was War for the Planet of the Apes.
Right.
The first one was.
No, the first one was War for the Planet of the Apes, and then the next one was the Rise of the Planet of the Apes, was it not?
No, because the last one had the big war with Woody Harrelson, and they had the plague that was taking away people's voices, which was a really cool lead into the original movies.
What was the second one? There was 3 of them, right?
There was, the first one was where the whole thing happens that Caesar is given the anti-Alzheimer's drug, and he becomes like the patient zero to spread the plague, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the second one was most of the humans are dead, and they're trying to get the power plant fired back up in the woods outside of Seattle or Portland, whichever it was. And then the third one was the war, right? War for the Planet of the Apes.
So the first one, 2011, was Rise of the Planet of the Apes.
Rise,
then it was Dawn of the Planet of the Apes in 2014, and then War in 2017.
Right. And now this new trailer that just came out is something Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. That actually looks very good. I'm really actually looking forward to actually seeing a movie. That Ghostbusters Frozen Planet,
Frozen Empire.
I have to tell you, I saw the title of that, and I was thinking, what the, and then I watched the trailer, and it's just like, wow, that actually looks good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't see Ant-Man as a Ghostbuster, man.
Well, that is a little weird.
Yeah.
I mean, that just.
Well, if you saw Afterlife? What? If you saw Afterlife?
I have not.
Well, you need to watch Afterlife because
maybe that's why, right?
I have not seen Afterlife.
Afterlife to me was the perfect sequel to the original Ghostbusters. If you took out part 2,
Well,
Afterlife was I was amazed at how good Afterlife was. And
they lost me on the all-female Ghostbuster. I just
Well, that didn't.
That wasn't.
They counted that as a total reboot. It wasn't even a continuation. It was a total reboot.
That was out of continuity.
I watched that and I was just like, "Oh, my Lord!"
I didn't watch that one. I
didn't watch it, and I was.
You need if you like the original Ghostbusters, you need to watch Afterlife.
Oh, I love the original Ghostbusters.
You need to watch Afterlife. It'll give you chills there toward the end.
You know what? You'll have a hard. I did, anyways. You'll have a hard time with what they did with Egon through a huge chunk of the movie, but at the end, it kind of redeems it all, and then you kind of go and it's like John said, you get a little chilled at the end because it's just like, wow, you know what?
Because he's dead, right?
Yeah, Harold Ramis died a long time ago, actually. That one. I am a Godzilla fan. I have been a Godzilla fan forever and ever and ever. Other than probably Batman, Godzilla was my first love. I cannot wait until March when that new Godzilla movie comes out. In the meantime, those of you that are Godzilla fans and have Apple TV, you got to check out Monarch. That starts that limited series with Kurt Russell and his kid. That's actually very clever because his kid plays the character in the past and Kurt Russell plays him in the present. So you actually have people that look like each other with an age difference, which I thought was really clever. That's Monarch. That starts on the 17th. I think there's 8 or 10 episodes of that deal with, the Titans and Godzilla and all the rest of them. And that one looks absolutely fantastic. So if you're a Godzilla fan, you might want to join them just long enough to watch it.
Isn't there a Godzilla versus Kong movie out?
Yep. It's actually a very good movie.
Yeah, I
liked it a lot, actually. I liked it better the second time once you get over the visuals, because the visuals are like overload.
Right.
But the best of them, Godzilla King of the Monsters, is still the best so far. but Godzilla Kong was okay. It's a pretty movie, if that makes any sense to you.
Yeah.
It's very visually, it's amazing to watch. So, so there's that. What else? I hate to say it, but that's kind of it. Disney is pulling way back on the Star Wars stuff. Yes, -1 is going to be released here in U.S. theaters, Timothy. It is either the 29th of November or December 1st, and it's called -1 or -0, one or the other. And that movie absolutely looks fantastic because that is a complete remake of the 1954 original. That is not a sequel. That is a complete remake, and they're saying it is the best Japanese Godzilla that the Japanese have ever made. There's one scene where his face is just above the surface of the water, and he's chasing behind a fishing boat. It's really eerie. It's that one's going to be cool to see. I am definitely going to see that. -1, Godzilla -1. So subtitled. It won't be dubbed, but that's okay. Definitely a theater movie. Which is good. I mean, entertainment wise, it looks like Captain Marvel bombed Friday. Did not do well at all. So I think you're going to find that may have been the last nail in the coffin for Marvel movies for quite a while. Because they have to they got to rethink what's going on there. Because boy, they have made a huge mess since Endgame. They really have. They've watched that whole thing. So, don't know.
Loki season 2 was fantastic to me. That's probably the best thing Marvel's done in a while.
I read an article the other day, well, a week or so ago, that said that Disney finally got the movie rights to the Hulk figured out, paid for, bought back, doing whatever they got to do. So there is actually a Hulk movie that's going to happen that's in pre-production. William Hurt died, so he can't be Thunderbolt Ross, but they've actually cast Harrison Ford to do it, and it's going to be a Red Hulk movie. The Red Hulk is in it. So we might actually get a Hulk movie that might bail out the Marvel universe, but I just don't know, guys. They've made a real mess.
Last I read, they were, of course, Jonathan Majors that plays Kang is involved in a
domestic
thing, and so they said that they could actually, because the next Avengers movie is supposed to be the Kang Dynasty, and then the following Avengers movie is supposed to be Secret Wars.
Mm-hmm.
But they said they could just totally scrap the Kang Dynasty, and they claim Deadpool 3 is going to set up the Secret Wars. So
that's that. I heard that same thing because there's a certain scene in it or something that sets the whole thing up. They've also been playing with the idea behind the scenes, and I think Disney is purposely spreading the rumor mill that Tony Stark and Cap and all of the rest of them are actually going to be back, but they'll be from alternate timelines and alternate universes. So they're trying desperately to hang on to it, but boy, they just blew it. I mean, the guy who I can't even pronounce his name, but the guy that they let do the Thor movies, he was the beginning of the end. Because I'm sorry, guys, that guy is a putz. He turned that character into an absolute joke. And
that last Thor movie, I couldn't even watch it.
I know
it was all a joke in the end, but just getting to that part, I couldn't do it, man.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Ragnarok was not good. There was parts of Ragnarok that were awesome, but most of it was just stupid. I mean, it was some kind of weird version of Planet Hulk. It was just stupid. I don't know. I have to tell you guys, I watched the third Guardians of the Galaxy movie the other night with my wife. I didn't watch it with the kids because we watch everything beforehand because you just never know anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, the answer was no, the boys will not be watching this. And number two, what a piece of trash that movie was. I hated that movie. I didn't like what they did with any of those characters. I just don't know what they're doing. I just don't. Yeah, but it's just like everything else in it. To me, the goats was funny, but it's like, no, I don't want to sit through the other 2.5 hours of this.
Yeah.
You know,
2.5 hours of screaming goats and a sissy Thor.
It's just weird, just bizarre.
If they would have just had an end credit scene that showed Thor walk up to where Korg's telling the kids, and he said, "Hey, that's not exactly how it happened," so you'd think the whole movie was just Korg's take on
exactly.
it. Because if you watch the end credit scene with Samson and Zeus, it was serious. I mean, it was, it was pretty serious. So it's kind of like that's what they were getting at, that was just Korg telling the story, but they didn't come right out and say that. And so in my mind, that's the way I think of it. I think that's just Korg's take on it, because
which is hard, because I the Planet Hulk and World War Hulk storylines. Korg was a very serious. He was a gladiator. He was a serious character. I don't know why. And Meek was what was that all about? I just again, guys, I just think that was another instance of a director and a writer that had absolutely zero respect for the source material. They could have gone off and done their own stupid movie about anything else, instead of using stuff with an established history. Boy. I mean, seriously, I know you're a Marvel guy, John. I've seen this before, and I've also seen the reports of that the Fantastic Four stuff is still just absolutely up in the air. How do you really can you have Doctor Doom without the Fantastic Four? Does that even work?
Yeah, I mean, no.
Probably not. I mean, I'm thinking, because I'm thinking Doctor Doom. Well, in Secret Wars, because way out it's looking, the Secret Wars, Avengers Secret Wars, is going to be based off the Battle World type, the newer Secret Wars that they come out with a few years ago. And I didn't read the storyline. I kind of quit reading for a while there. But my understanding, Doctor Doom was kind of the ruler over the planet, like the emperor or whatever.
Okay.
So I figure that they're going to bring Doctor Doom in during the Fantastic Four movie.
Yeah.
To set that up.
It's like, in this particular instance, that's like Lex Luthor or Superman. I don't think you can have one without the other and have it really grab audiences. If you hear Fantastic Four, you're expecting Doctor Doom. If you hear Doctor Doom, you're expecting Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
I just don't know how you could do that without. Yeah. And it doesn't look like Marvel's going to get their act together, or Disney is going to get their act together enough to figure out what they're going to do with the Fantastic Four. Everybody, John Krasinski, is that his name? During Quantumania, what was the Doctor Strange movie, when they showed, everybody got super excited because he made a great Reed Richards, and everybody's like, "Yeah, they're finally good." And they went, because and he said, "No, they haven't said another word to me." And then Marvel's like, "No, we're not doing that." And it's just like, now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but wasn't it? It was Spider-Man, the Fantastic Four, the Hulk, and that was basically it, wasn't it? It's maybe Submariner. Captain America had already existed from the 40s from another publisher. Didn't those core characters actually kick off the Marvel Comics universe?
Yeah, Fantastic Four is what put them back on the map. Well, it was Timely Comics. No, wait a minute. Let's see. Which one come first? I done forgot the other name. Atlas Comics.
Okay.
I think it started out Timely Comics, and then it become Atlas Comics, and then it become Marvel when they come out with Fantastic Four. And then shortly after, Fantastic Four was 1961. Spider-Man, I believe Iron Man were 1962. Or maybe Iron Man might have been 63. But Fantastic Four is the one that brought them back. They were about to go under. That was the title that pulled them out of the fire. You had Captain America and Submariner, and even Submariner, Namor. He was back in the 40s.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's actually, that's why they call him the first mutant, because he was actually the first mutant character they created back in the 40s, which I can't figure out. He's half Atlantean, half human. So how is he a mutant? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a little strange.
It's really more like he's a half breed instead of a mutant.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, Namor's been around for a long time, a lot longer than what most people. When they brought him back in the Fantastic Four title, and he was sort of like a villain starting off.
Uh-huh.
He fell in love with Sue, and he kept kidnapping her, wanting to take her off and make her Queen of Atlantis, and all this, But yeah, that's what Fantastic Four is what launched it. I mean, that's what launched them back on the map. And the X-Men were really.
They were later, right?
X-Men I think was 1963 or 64, but after about 50-something issues, they started just reprinting the comic because it just wasn't getting the popularity.
Right. Well,
and it wasn't until they introduced a new team in the giant size X-Men that the X-Men become popular. When they brought Wolverine and Storm and all those.
All them, yeah.
And that's what boosted.
You got them wings on them feet.
Yeah.
So the Ultimates is, Timothy says they're wiped out in the Ultimate miniseries. The Ultimate universe is a separate universe. That's a separate timeline, even in the comics, right?
Right.
I mean, I read a couple of the Hulk books. That Wolverine versus Hulk that was set in the Ultimate universe. I thought that was a whole separate wing of, and that's because that they've brought that back now. Even though what an absolute disaster that whole thing was. I don't know if you guys ever really looked into that Ultimates universe, but man, Hulk was basically a cannibal, and Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch were still brother and sister and involved in all the wrong ways. I mean, to introduce incest in a comic book was way over the top. And that was Millar, wasn't it?
That was some of that Game of Thrones stuff right there.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I don't think a lot of fans were sad to see the Ultimates go, but it looks like they brought that back. But I don't know if that's what Timothy's talking about or not.
Yeah, I think they're fixing to reboot it all again. Is what they're fixing to do for the 100th time.
The worst thing any of these Star Wars, Marvel did was sell to Disney. That was the worst thing they could have done.
You know what, guys? I'll say it. I read another article today, and I saw 2 weeks ago that the two oldest comic shops in Los Angeles closed back in September, I think it was. And I've been looking at the numbers that the shops are hurting, and the huge numbers of comic shops that have gone under since COVID.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to make it'll be a little early, but I'm going to make a 2024 prediction that by July of next year, both DC and Marvel, the publishing rights will be up for sale by Warner Brothers and Disney. I think they're going to try to unload the publishing rights because comic books are just about dead. I read an article today that one writer said that back in the late 90s, when comics were hot, he was getting paid $1,000 a page.
Wow.
$1,000 a page. And that was relatively normal. You know what the going rate is now for the top earners in the industry? $90 a page. These guys can't even make a living at $90 a page. We've had this discussion before. Pick up an old white box and pick up a new white box.
Oh, yeah.
Right? These $6 and $7 comic books, there's nothing to them. These guys they can't even make a living at $90 a page.
I think a lot of them are getting paid what they're worth, because some of the stuff they write now is just garbage.
It is garbage.
Writing is terrible.
But that's the point. that's the other side of the equation. Sales have dropped drastically because of the content. And there's guys out there that are going to want to argue about that until the cows come home. You can argue all you want about it. The facts are the facts.
Well, it's just not that, dude. The art is terrible too. The penciling is getting just stupid.
Well, yeah, I know. I agree.
It's like they're just throwing it on there to get it out.
They can't afford the guys. They can't afford they can't afford decent artists anymore. I'm serious, and maybe you know what, we can revisit it at some point in time. But I'm telling you, I really firmly believe that by the middle of next year, Disney is going to put up the publishing rights, and Warner Brothers is going to put up the publishing rights. They're going to put them up for sale because they're not going to want anything to do with it anymore. And according to certain insiders, the handwriting is already on the wall at DC with Warner Brothers, that it's already being talked about. And here's another lovely little tidbit for you. Marvel, at this point, is dragging Disney down so hard that it may be the one stumbling block to Apple buying Disney. So Apple may make them drop the publishing rights before they'll buy them, because believe it or not, the scoop is Apple is looking to buy Disney. Because Disney is losing billions of dollars.
But is it Disney? Is it Marvel that's killing it, or is it Disney that's killing it?
Oh, it's too late.
Because
Disney already killed Marvel. So now it's
beforehand, Marvel was doing great.
Yep.
Now it's terrible.
Yeah, it's the idiotic number games that they play. You're absolutely right, Shane. The fact of the matter is Disney killed Marvel.
Yep.
And now it's just Disney's got this anchor of their own making hanging around their neck.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's just, you guys know that Disney bought Hulu, which makes absolutely no sense because neither one of them are making any money. So I just read the story to my wife today that now that Disney, the beta goes into effect next month. By March, there'll be a combined streaming service, Disney Hulu, right? So Disney is already doing this beta to get parents adjusted to the fact that you got to set your parental controls because there's all kinds of crap on Hulu, which is now going to be on the Disney streaming that your kids are going to have access to. So
Hulu Plus,
that's just gonna make it worse, Disney. I don't know what they're.
Yeah, Hulu Plus already has Disney Plus on it.
Yep, and so, they're merging them.
There.
It'll be a complete merge, and it's just.
Everybody should have just let Netflix do their thing and do the streaming, but they saw Netflix was making money, and they said, "Hey, we got to jump on this wagon." And now you got too many streaming services, and nobody can afford to subscribe to all of them. Yep. So now it's killing them.
Because if you're lucky, most people like us, to tell you the honest truth, there's one thing on each streaming service we'd like to watch. And you get 10 episodes of that every year. So we're jumping back and forth. If new episodes come out, we'll get it again and drop something else. We've gotten to the point now where we're just flat out dropping them and we're not going back. Yeah. Because
that's all we do is stream. And my streaming service is still cheaper than any satellite bill I ever got.
Oh, yeah, no.
By $100 easy.
Yeah. It's a new crossover.
I was paying like $230 a month for satellite. I'm paying like $89 a month now for streaming.
That's crazy.
Holy cow! Who'd you have for satellite?
Wow. Network. But of course, I did have all the football and all that stuff.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
But now I have just as much football as I did then, and I'm paying a quarter of the price. So,
for me to get all the streaming services that's got shows that I'd like to watch, I'd be paying about the same as what I'd been paying when I had Dish Network. So I'm like, why did I get rid of Dish Network if I'm gonna have to subscribe to all these streaming services?
We're just getting rid of everything.
Yeah. And they're going up. I mean, Disney's done going up, Netflix is going up.
Yeah, we're just getting rid of everything. We're going to finish the Godzilla series on Apple, and then that's going. Everything else other than Disney and Max has been shut off. Max is getting shut off because I have all the animated movies. I don't have to watch that on there anymore. That's all done, and we're just getting rid of them, guys, because we don't watch it. We just don't. We watch something. We'll start watching something. We end up turning it off. cable TV has been an absolute joke for us for years. It's way too overpriced for the same 10 channels, 16 different ways, and you guys all know what I mean by that. It's just things are slowing down. I mean,
well, you can't even get decent TV now. If it's not a kids show, then it's adult rated. There's no in between.
Yep.
Netflix, Hulu, all of them doing it.
Yep. I agree. It's been a while. We really enjoyed Lost in Space, that Netflix remake. That was an awesome series, but we waited forever for the second season. We really liked that. We watched Silo, which we thought was pretty good, but we have no idea when that one's coming back. We watched From, which is extremely adult, but we have no idea if that's coming back. We watched Periphery, which was very good, and they announced a second season and then just announced 2 weeks ago, oh, never mind, there isn't going to be a second season. So you watch these things and you kind of get sucked in, and then you go, oh, wait a minute, it might be 2 years before I get another 10 episodes or never at all. So that kind of turned us off from streaming a long time ago. It's just, we literally said the other day, we're just going to get a card table and sit around and do puzzles. I swear. I mean, I swear, really. It's just like, what are we even doing this for?
That's what I've been watching, old shows. I mean, we started this past week watching Buck Rogers.
We got Pluto. Pluto TV is the greatest thing ever because, I mean, we've been watching a ton of stuff on Pluto.
Yeah.
And you can also
Pluto and
Tubi, TUBI TV. You can get it for free.
Yeah, Pluto's free too.
Yep. Tubi and Pluto. We watch a lot of stuff.
There's also a thing called Friendly TV. It's like $9.99 a month, and we got a lot of great shows on it.
Cool.
It's got all the Hallmark channels for the women to watch their Hallmark movies. It's pretty good. I like it. We got it.
We probably sound like a bunch of old fuddy-duddy to some of the guys that listen to this. But I'm telling you right now, guys, you know what? Believe it or not, even you'll get to an age where things just aren't as funny as they used to be. Things start making a different kind of sense to you when you start to get older. Does that make sense to you guys? I think you'll agree. Things just make a different kind of sense when you get older. And I have to be perfectly honest with you, you kind of get tired of it. You just get tired. You get tired of the politics. You get tired of the crap. You get tired of the push. You get tired of the culture. You just get tired of it. It's not escapism anymore if somebody's trying to shame you into something. And it's just, enough's enough, right?
Yeah, that's what gets me. It's like, all the foul language and stuff like that and all that. I said, well, it's like real life. That's why I'm watching TV, to get away from real life.
See, that's the point.
I want to see it
Right, exactly. It's supposed to be escapism. We've been sitting. I watched both seasons of The Outer Limits from 1963 and 64. Over the last couple of weeks. It's fantastic stuff, right? Of course, watch The Twilight Zone. My wife was sitting there last night watching Love Boat. You know what? Now, Love Boat wasn't. If you're going to be hyper stodgy about it, Love Boat was pushing some stuff that, whatever. It's not exactly Christian, right? But it was still 110% innocent compared to now. And it was, in all of its goofiness, it was still funny.
Yeah.
I don't know, guys. I don't know. I can see where they're going. I can see where they're going. And with my beloved Batman character, I know where they're going. You guys can all call me nuts, but I'm telling you right now, they're going in a direction that they had to do it a roundabout way, but they're going to get their way. They're going to end up with at least a buy Batman next year. You mark my words. They have set Tim Drake up as buy, and they have set him up as the greatest Robin ever. And they're knocking Bruce down bad, and they're going to replace him again next year, and it's going to be Tim Drake. It's not going to be Nightwing. It's going to be Tim Drake becomes the new Batman, and they'll be loving it because they got a black Batman in New York, and then they're going to have a buy one running around in Gotham, and everybody's supposed to just keep giving them their $7.99 a month for that crap. And you know what? I don't care you can say that's not crap. You know what? Yes, it is, because those are established characters. Even Tim Drake is over 30 years old.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't come up with your own and make it stick, you don't have any right stealing somebody else's stuff.
No.
Right? If your customers don't want new characters of those persuasions, take the freaking hint. Right? Everybody else has to, but
Okay.
it's just too much. That's you mark my words on that one too. That's where they're going. I can see it coming. I can see it coming. There's going to be another time where they replace Bruce Wayne and they're going to get their way. And then you watch it fall in on itself.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They already tried it with Superman and it came down around their ears. And you know what? It's going to get worse. So I don't know what they're doing in Marvel. I've only heard things here and there, but
it's the same thing. It's falling fast. I mean, it's like I said, the stories are not even good anymore. They're not
good. You know, John, I'm telling you right now, I know why the stories aren't good, because they're so busy trying to get from here where they are to way over here where they want to be. They don't care about anything in between because their focus is to get here, right? We want to get the characters here. They don't care about anything in between.
I want a hero and a bad guy, and I want them to fight each other. That's all I want.
I want good detective stories. You know, Batman was always great for the detective stories. I want good detective stories. No, we're not going to. We're too busy with the politics. You know, Bruce Wayne has to be broke now because of all of this woke crap, right? Because rich people are bad. So, you know, it's just like, this is so stupid. I mean, Alfred's dead. Everybody hates each other. You know, it's just, you guys, what are you doing? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, well.
We're in overtime.
I hate to say it, but we'll have to continue this one another night.
No, I'm sorry, guys. No, we actually don't. I keep going here. Great. It's me that keeps doing it because I literally, I'm kind of in a state of mourning over a lot of this stuff.
It's a great discussion.
Yeah. So,
once again, thanks to everyone for the donations to the toy drive.
Awesome.
I forgot to mention earlier, my son Tristan and his girlfriend Carissa donated. My mother and father Eugene and Judy Ergel. And my Aunt Tammy Dodge also donations. So I forgot to mention them earlier, so I wanted to throw them in there real quick. But
that's awesome. Again, congratulations to everybody. It's awesome.
So I guess it's a good night to all, and to all a good night.
Hey, yeah, thanks for being patient with this one. We ran long. I didn't realize I usually look at that little clock, and I didn't tonight.
Happy belated Veterans Day too, to all the veterans.
Yep, everyone.
Thanks, guys. Yep. Thank you.